Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum, and my cat is Auto.
I'm Shannon, at Chicago on the MakeCode forum, and my cat is Ollie.
And I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful. Oh my god. I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forum. I don't have a cat because it'll make me die.
Well, my cat's trying pretty hard to do that anyway, so. Just kidding. I love him. He is currently sitting behind my laptop because that's where the vent of my laptop is and it's warm. Where's Ollie?
Oh, Ollie is napping.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to his nap spot.
All right. Well, so we're working on Auto and Ollie today, the game where Shannon and I force our two cats to be friends because they aren't friends in real life yet. They're going to be best friends. So what is this game? So the idea behind this game is that you have two cats, Auto and Ollie. They both have different things that they are good at. Auto is tiny. He can fit through tiny gaps like that. And Ollie likes to shove his head into things. So he can do this little dash move that breaks blocks. So for example, if I were to go up here with Auto, now I can switch over to Ollie and break through this. Hit the button, opens up the door. I hit this button, opens up Ollie's door, and then they both get to the mouse and go to the next level. So we have a few different things that we want to do with this game. One is we've gotten a lot of requests for making this a two-player game in addition to this swapping behavior. So we're definitely going to do that. But I also want to add some mechanics, just like some classic mechanics for this type of game. So right now we have buttons that open up doors, and we have these walls that Ollie can break through. But there are a few other things I'd like to see. Mainly, I'm a big fan of switches that change all of the red doors to open and blue doors to closed and vice versa. You know what I'm talking about? Like toggles. So I want to put some of those in. They're a lot of fun, and they're good for this type of game because you can do things where it lets you force an order in which the puzzles have to be solved. And that can be fun when you're swapping between two characters because you have to build a little graph in your head, basically. Then we also had a request for auto-generated levels. I don't know how hard that is. It might be really hard. We'll think about that. Shannon, I want you to think about that. When you get a chance. We probably won't do it today. Okay. Shannon's really good at procedurally generating stuff.
So is Vivian, though.
That's true. Yeah, actually, Vivian does a lot of procedural generation.
I don't think if I don't have to.
Oh, there's a suggestion in chat from One-Sided Arduino to say there should be heavy switches that only Ollie can press.
Oh, sure, yeah. And I feel like I want to come up with a special power for Auto too. I mean, the Auto is tiny, this is true, but he has some other characteristics.
Yeah. The other suggestion is light switches that would break if Ollie stood on them and only Auto can press.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that as like platforms that fall if Ollie steps on them, or something like that. Yeah. Otherwise, characteristics of Auto. He is very, very active. He runs around a lot. He's very fast. And yeah. And he bites things like there is no tomorrow. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah. Also, his tail goes crazy, but we already put that in there. His tail is currently wrapped around my laptop and going over my keyboard a little bit.
John Fincher in chat says double jump for Auto and then ceiling switches.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Do double jump.
Double jump's a very good ability. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it seems like he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So start off though, we're going to do our 1-player or 2-player mod because that is what people were requesting. So to make this happen, right now we have this on a button pressed, which has us switch between our two characters. We have to swap control. And we have that swap control function over here, And inside of this function, actually, we probably won't do anything with this button pressed. We'll just do it all inside of swap control. We have this Ollie is in control, and this is where we enable the different animations on our characters. So what I want to do is we want to enable these animations on our characters all the time if we're going into 2-player. But first, though, I guess we need a menu for choosing if it is 1-player or 2-player. I like this. I like this startup thing. What if we made it so that, like, trying to think of a fun way to do a menu. We could just put like a 1-player icon over here and a 2-player icon over here, you know, for this first level.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's go into our startup map. We're going to, let's see, go into here and make a 1-player tile. I'll make this one pink because I don't know, why not? I have a package that's supposed to be coming today, and I'm just letting you guys know right now that if it comes while I'm on this call, I will run to the lobby of my building, and Shannon and Vivian are going to entertain you for a bit.
I like the standard. I like setting this precedent because yesterday I wanted to ditch to check my cheesecake, but I was like, oh man, I'm driving. So
Cheesecake.
it turned out really good.
You have photos?
I can bring you a cheesecake to look at.
Yes.
And yeah, she made 2 of them. And she didn't give any to us.
It's not too late. If Vivian's holding the cheesecake, it is uneaten.
That is true. Okay, so now we have a 1-player and a 2-player tile. So let's go ahead and code this up in our game. That looks like a piece of aluminum foil. I thought you were getting a cheesecake.
Richard, are you outrage. A baby? If you can't see it, cheesecake.
Ooh. Wait, can babies not see cheesecake? Is that a baby?
Babies don't understand that things exist if they can't see them, right? Object permanence.
I think that would mean I would have to have seen the object first, and I didn't. I just saw the foil.
It is like a thing to assume, to like not understand the concept of something being in something, though.
I guess that's true. Yeah. All right. I guess
it looks so good.
It's so good.
It does look really good. And I think we figured it out. I am a baby, just a baby with a beard. And yeah.
Your head is bald.
Well, not bald. I just shaved it because I can't get a haircut. But
baby can be a CEO.
What?
That's a reference to the DreamWorks classic Boss Baby.
Oh, yes. A movie I'm guessing none of us have seen.
No.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and make a variable for this, is 2-player. And we're going to set this to be false to start. So let's go do that. Oh man, I'm really worried Otto's going to start causing some trouble. If he does, I have to kick him off the desk. All right. So every time you see my camera move, it's because he's knocking it around. Hey, buddy. All right, you're going. Come on, buddy. Ugh. One moment. Up you go. Up you go. Yeah, you can bite me. Come on, Otto. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, okay. He seems chill on my lap, actually. Here, I'll angle down a bit so you can see some of him. All right. So we need to get a on tile overlap. Oh no, he's going back up. Sorry, buddy, you got to go. All right. he's up on his window perch now. Okay, so when we overlap with one player, all we're going to do is exactly what we do when we overlap with a mouse tile, which is somewhere around here. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Oh, it's over here. So we're going to make a function which is going to be go to next level. And we will go ahead and put this into here. Actually, we won't put in the check. The check will stay out here. And we'll go ahead and call this function inside of here. And in our overlap thing that we just dragged out, we're just going to call this function. So if you overlap with one player, we just go to the next level because we are already in one player mode. One thing though, I do think I need to destroy both Auto and Ollie in this case. So maybe I will put this if in here. Why not? Make my code a little bit cleaner. And so if we overlap, I'm going to destroy both Auto and Ollie. Not really, though. I would never do that. I love both of them. All right, so we turn into Auto, go over to one player. Woo, all right, that worked. So that worked as we expected. And now we can go ahead and do the two-player side of things. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. And we're going to go into two-player. And when this happens, we want to do the same thing, but we also want to do some other things. So we're going to, inside of here, we're going to say set is two-player to true. There we go. Now let's go over to our load level function. Oh, all that does is that. Okay, let's go to onTileMap loaded. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're calling create AutoZone and create Ollie and swap control. So inside of create AutoZone and create Ollie, I think that's where we're going to do our is two-player thing. So let's grab create Ollie, put him over here. There we go. Yep, this looks good. So we're going to go inside of here and do if is two-player, else. There you go. Okay, so if it is two-player, we're just going to run this like we have been. And actually, I need to take these out. But if it is two-player, let's see. Should Ollie be player one or player two?
Ollie older?
Auto is older. Ollie is older. Yeah. So it should be player one. Is that what you're saying?
Feels like a fair way to decide.
Okay. So then we don't actually need this inside of this one. Let's just go ahead and get the Auto one.
Shannon, are you looking at Ollie? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm thinking about if I can get him to get a small snack because I'm very hungry.
Go get a snack, Shannon.
Let's get a snack.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, fun. You have to tell
Chat would agree with us that Shannon should get a snack.
Like, haven't we set precedents for this?
Mm-hmm.
Like we have. This is common. No, I'm not a lawyer. Just kidding.
That's true. You were barred from being a lawyer in this state.
Well, now I want to be a lawyer. How rude. Just have to pass the bar, go to law school, pass another bar. No, take the LSATs first.
Yeah, you take the LSATs. You just need to do the one bar But don't you do the bar after the law school, I'm pretty sure?
Yeah, I forgot that. I thought the bar was LSATs.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Different.
Okay, so we have this swap control. We're just going to go ahead and do if is two player, we're just going to return. I don't think we need to do anything in this function if it's two player. Thanks. Okay. All right, so we got the basic thing going, so I'm going to switch over to auto. Oh, I did one player. Whoops. So I'm going to be Ollie and go over here. And let's see. Now we have both of them being controlled by player 1. That doesn't seem right. And neither of them is being controlled by player 2. Did I mess that up? Let's see. Where did I set? Okay, so I set is two player to true. Then I destroy auto, I destroy Ollie, and then I call go to next level. Go to next level just goes ahead and calls load level. Load level calls all of this stuff, including create auto and create Ollie. Swap control does nothing. And then if we go over to create auto zone, we say if is two player, I did this backwards. And actually, this should be if not Ollie's in control, then we do a move. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that takes care of that bug we had before. All right, so now player 1's controlling Ollie. Player 2 is controlling auto. So this works, but not with the jumping. We need to do the jumping now. So the jump for Ollie is going to stay exactly the same, and so is the B button. It's actually a good thing we made Ollie player 1 because that involves the least amount of code changes. So all we need to do is we go into, let's see, let's grab our on up button press because we're going to copy that over. And we're going to go into our controller, grab the on player 2 button pressed, make this up, and put in AutoZone's jump code there. We just want to duplicate it though. We don't want to take it out of here. Okay, so now I go into player 2. I can jump with Ollie. I can headbutt with Ollie. I can jump with auto, and auto can move around. All right, that's it. We successfully made a 2-player version of our game. The only other thing I want to do is I'll turn the indicator invisible because we don't need it. All right, here we're going to go into here, and I'll just destroy it. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so what do we want to do next? Let's do the swapping doors. Swapping doors. I like swapping doors.
I'm not muted. Sorry, we had a question in chat. Can I answer it here?
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, how do I make an animated intro? Do you guys have, I feel like you could just, have a has game started flag and set that to false and then hide everything behind that and then do you could do a scene with the character animations, or you could just make a big animation sprite.
Yeah.
How would you guys do
So you
it?
could use I think you mean the story extension.
Oh, yeah.
Do a cutscene. Yeah. So you could use a story extension to do a cutscene, or like Vivian said, the easiest way to do it is just to do a regular old animation, and just make the thing the size of the entire screen, and then you can just animate it however you want. Cool. I'm trying to think if there's a stream where we did that. I'm sure there is.
We did catch some fish.
True. Catch some fish is a good one.
Something to do with a hippo. Probably a hippo pun.
Maybe. We also did the one where Mo the cat was an explorer.
Oh, true. That has a lot of intro cutscenes. Let me grab you some links. 1 second.
I definitely do not remember what the name of that game was, though.
Yeah, it was something real. It was something about traffic lights.
Oh, right. That had like a red means stop, green means go mechanic.
Yeah.
It was a red light, green light game in like a pyramid?
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, we've had over 400 streams, so it goes together after a while. Okay, so what we're doing? All right, we're gonna do those swapping walls. So I'm gonna go into our on start where our tile maps are. And let's go ahead and make some tiles for this. So I want to basically we're gonna have red walls and we're going to have blue walls. Red walls, of course, not to be confused with the children's book series of which Shannon and I are both a fan.
Important clarification, because otherwise I'm sure the audience would have been completely at sea.
Do you think people still read Redwall? I hope so. Probably, right?
Oh, I just meant like the confusion between Redwall, the book series, and you referring to red walls in the context of this game.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
Right, yeah, same page. I don't know why we're talking about like this. Okay, so we have these red tiles, and we're going to have blue tiles also. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. And maybe I won't use blue. Maybe I'll use something else. What's the natural enemy of red?
Bleach.
Bleach. Sure, okay, we'll make them white tiles. And we'll give them red bolts. Now kind of looks like a dice. And let's stop messing up this map and go ahead and make a test map. So we're going to do plus and make a new tile map. We'll go ahead and fill this in like we have been doing the other ones. So we'll do walls around the edge, fill in the background, go ahead and put Ollie up here and Auto down here. And give them something to walk on, I guess. It should probably go down here. Okay. And then we are going to go ahead and put in our walls. So we will have a red wall here and a white wall here. And now what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have a way of telling that which wall is open. So I'm going to make versions of these tiles that are going to stay behind when we open them up. So I think what I'm going to do is just like go ahead and do a red square, and then I'm going to turn it into a dotted line. We'll see, I always count the number of pixels wrong. So, oh no, I did it right. Yes. Cool. So this will turn into like this when it's not active. This is like classic Super Mario World stuff. In Super Mario World, there were like a bunch of big switches you could hit, and you would always see these dotted lines through a lot of the levels. But if you hit one of the big switches, which were outside the levels, then all of those dotted lines would turn into blocks that you could walk on, which was nice. It was like a fun little thing to find those switches. Just kidding. It was incredibly frustrating, as many old video games are. I love them, though. Okay, now we need a toggle switch. So this is going to be a switch that controls which one is currently active. So what should this look like, do you guys think?
I was not paying attention. I was looking for a stream.
We need a toggle switch for when it's red or white is active.
Ooh.
Is the same switch going to toggle both, or is there like a switch for red and a switch for?
Good question. It could go either way. They're going to toggle though, So when red becomes active, I guess the white switch would become active. And when white becomes active, then the red switch would become active. Do you get what I'm saying? Only one can be on at a time.
Right. Unsigned Arduino says strike button, like a barber spinny thing. Several people in chat say green is the opposite of red, actually. So
that is true. Oh well. Shannon should have read that comment earlier. Okay, I think I'm going to do it like this. There, so we got this little, it's like one of those classic switches in cartoons that's probably never existed in real life. Where it's got like a big stick coming out,
Yeah, like a rocket launching lever.
Yeah, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and just put these right here. And I think for now, I'm just going to do the toggle one. And if it feels bad, I'll switch it to be a different one. And let's go ahead and swap out this with this so that we can do our testing easier. And I forgot to mark the walls, so let me do that. Whoa, things got messed up. Oh man, we need to fix this bug. How did this bug even happen is my question. I have no idea. When you switch between tile maps, sometimes when you go into the other tile map, it looks like the wrong tiles are in the wrong places.
Oh.
But it isn't actually. If you refresh, everything is fine. It's just like how it looks. And I don't know, somehow, this happened recently.
I can't believe we forgot the name of this cat game because it's so good.
Shannon, after going through all our streams, I've decided that we're really bad at naming our games.
What are you talking about? We're amazing.
Well, okay, Richard, what would you say we named this traffic game about Mo the cat? How would you find it on the forums? Because I tried Mo the cat, I tried traffic, I tried cutscene.
Mo the rage, like road rage, but with Mo.
Yeah, no. This is the kind of name that's getting us into this trouble.
What do we name it?
Shannon, I don't want to say it.
We named it Temple of Zoom, parentheses, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
incredible.
it is accurate.
I just had to go through all our streams. And then you have to look at the other ones. Some of these I don't even I can't even comprehend what they could be about.
I think you should read some names and have us guess what game,
sure.
or the other way around.
I think it's really good to do ones where I wasn't on the stream because I'm pretty sure I have no idea what some of the way. I had a really good one that I think Shannon did. Let me find it. Okay, okay, no, this is not a Shannon one, but what is auspicious space algae?
This was a Vivian. Well, no, this was a game that I made, but Daryl and Shannon were feeding me things, and this was a game where we were on Mars, I think, and you had to go around and collect resources.
Okay. Yep.
I think the name was a me and Daryl production.
Yes, it was. And I was very against it, I recall.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why now. I mean, it seems like a fine name to me.
See,
all right, you should have chosen one that I didn't remember. That was a really early stream too, so. I gotta How can you say we name games badly when you are the creator of the name Mount 'em Go?
But we remember. Yeah, that's true. That one's a good one.
Catch some fish. Great name.
Fish.
Pony Albatross Pro Dolphin.
I feel like we need to name our games after the subjects and not off a random pun that we think of.
Hamlet.
Hamlet was not us.
Tower of the Ice Cream Fellow.
Okay, what about this one? Poison 2 Mandrake.
Oh.
Thank you.
remember
That was a
this
bad one.
was-
Agreed. That's a bad one.
I remember what the stream was about, but not why we named it that.
It was a reference to Boys to Men. And not to blame someone who isn't here, but I'm pretty sure Daryl came up with that one.
What about
If
Caw?
I had been on that stream, I absolutely would have egged him on and been like, yeah, that's definitely what it should be. You know?
You didn't need to. We picked it anyway.
Yeah.
There was a game about transforming things. So it's like you could take boysenberries and transform them into mandrakes.
All I remember is coming back after you guys had done this game and just being like, what the heck? I don't even know what the mechanics of this game are. Like, what's going on?
The art was really good.
It's true. It did look very nice. All right. So just quick things. So I'm making a function right now for setting which wall is currently active. So we're going to, when we say red is wall, we are going to go over all of our, white tiles. And we are going to set them to be, I don't want to set them to be blank. I want to set them to be the dotted line white tile. And we're going to set wall off. And now we're going to loop over all of our red tiles. And we're going to set them to be red and wall on. Now, in the else, we are going to do the opposite of this. So we will change this to be the white tile and the dotted line white tile, and then the red tile and the dotted line red tile. There we go. So that's nifty. Oh, and we need to make a variable, which is the red block currently a wall? Just a real Vivian variable name there.
Yep, it'll be real easy to find.
True. And we'll set that at the bottom of this function.
Chat says, other way around, you just set the white walls all off.
Yep. Boop, boop. There we go.
Thanks, chat.
Thank you, chat.
I was not.
Get them.
All right, so now inside of load level, we need to actually make this take effect. So we are going to call this function twice. I'd be like, why are we calling it twice? Well, it's because we put in red and white here, and I don't remember which one I don't want to make it so I have to remember which one's dotted each time. So we're just going to call it twice to set true. All right, sorry, we'll do set false, set true. And that should put our walls into a good state. Yeah, so now Ollie cannot walk through the walls over here. Auto can walk through the ones down here. That's good. All right, so we're not quite done here though. We need to, when this happens, also swap out all of our tiles. So we have a bunch of these red-white tiles switches. So we're going to say that if red is wall, then we're going to swap all of these to be the red one and get rid of that. And then just do the opposite right here. And because we have the time epic extension, I could actually do this with one block, but oh well, I already was in copy paste mode. All right, yeah, so we see red is active. So let's go ahead and add an overlap for this. We're going to go into scene and do a on sprite of kind player overlaps red. Then we are going to call our function and do set block state to false because we want the red to go to white. And then we want to do the opposite for the white one. All right, and this isn't gonna work, but it's gonna do this. Now it's like a fun little randomizer. Nice. All right, I made it through. You just have to time it perfectly. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So we need to make it so that we only trigger it once. We don't trigger it a bunch of different times, and then just have it switching every frame like we do currently. So what's the easiest way to do that? Hmm.
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 Hmm. I'm not actually thinking. I hope you're thinking during your hms.
I wasn't, because you started that.
I was bidding you time to think, extending your
Oh, it sure backfired.
All
All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to I can think of a dumb way to do this. Yeah, let's do it the dumb way. So when we overlap with this tile, I'm going to change the kind of our sprite. Now we need our sprite kind to be player, but we're going to fix it in just a second. So let's go ahead and get a set sprite kind to, here we go. We're going to add a new kind, and it's going to be called on switch. And put the sprite in here. Do the same thing down here. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go inside of, well, first, this will fix it. So we can hit that switch, and you see it's no longer flickering, and I can go through here. But I can no longer hit the switch again because I'm no longer a sprite kind player. So to fix that, we're going to do an on-game update. And we're just going to check, are we overlapping with either of these two tiles? So let's see. We don't have an is overlapping with at all, do we? How do we not have this?
Unsigned Arduino says the timers extension can throttle how fast you switch.
That's true, but I don't want it to be, if you were on the switch, just constantly switching back and forth. You know, it's a little weird. Like it would work, but it would just cause it to like every half second switch or whatever we set the time to be. It is a little reminiscent of the cat playing with the switch, but gosh, we really don't have a thing for this. So I thought we had an is overlapping with tile, but I guess we don't. Can someone put down in our chat that we need to add that block?
Yeah.
Because I'll add it. Seems like an important block that I'm surprised we don't have up to this point. I think we've worked around it actually several times because we.
Wait, so what are you?
Rights.
Can't you just do tile at center of equals tile?
Yeah, but they'll still be overlapping, so this will still fire.
What is the thing you want?
What I want to know is, are they overlapping with this?
Right. So you want to check, like, at touching it at all?
Yes.
Oh. I see.
Which we don't currently have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vivian's asking me add block to tile maps extension.
No,
Which
I'm
one
not
is it?
asking. This is the note I'm taking down.
Okay. So let's see, how can we work around this? I think the easiest way to do it is to do this with a sprite instead of a tile. So to make this happen, we're going to go inside of our on tile map loaded. Now we're going to use a block we don't use all that often in tile maps, which is on top of each thing. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, I can't even find it. It's literally the first thing in the category and we never use it. Okay, so on top of each switch, we are going to create a sprite of kind. This is going to be switch target. And we're going to do this for both kinds of switches. And we need to destroy all of these at the start of this function so that we don't just have a bunch lying around. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and control this sprite. We're going to go into sprites and do an on-sprite created event. We're going to change this to be switch target. We're going to give them an image. And we want it to just be 8 by 8, not 186 by 186. There we go. We'll go ahead and just fill this in right now with green. And let's see our code run and see if it's working right. Nice. Okay, yeah, so you can see we have these green sprites here now. We don't actually want to see these guys, though, so we're going to go ahead and make them invisible. All right, cool. So we're back to where we were, seemingly. And so what we're going to do is inside of this on-game update, we're going to do a for loop. And we're going to loop over all the sprites of kind on switch. And then inside of this for loop, we're going to make a variable real quick, which is going to be switch, right? We're going to do another for loop. Sorry, are we making a heart?
No. How many sides would you say this shape has? There's a right answer.
4.
Answer. Vivian, I think we can do it if.
Don't you just want to do a square?
Yeah, okay.
Guys, you got to look at the stream, not at your video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, Vivian's going the other way.
Sorry.
What are you guys trying to do?
It's a stop sign. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm sure everyone got it. That definitely came through. Switch sprite, and we're going to do all arrays, sprites of kind, switch target. And we're going to say, if we are overlapping between these two sprites, and we're going to make a variable, which is going to be called found it, which is just always what I call this variable. We're going to set found it to be false. Then we're going to set found it. Oh, I want to duplicate this whole thing. We want to set found it to be true if this happens. And if we found it, then, if we didn't find it, then we want to set its kind back to player. All right, so now I can walk over here with Ollie. Whoops, okay, I probably inverted it. Let's go see. So for element value on switch, set found it to be false. I'm setting found it to be false in here too. I'm going to set that to be true. Let's try this again. Cool, so now you can see that the switch is not flickering. If I go off of the switch and go back on, then it switches.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
Oh. Ollie sitting down was so cute. I thought it was him putting on sunglasses.
Lucas made those animations.
Yeah. Lucas did a very good job. All right, cool. All right.
The sitting auto also, just like the shape.
Yeah, that he just kind of squishes in.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie does the same thing.
Yeah, but Ollie's bigger. Otto's just like.
It's true. I'm overall, I'm a big fan of both of our cat sprites. I mean, and of both of our cats. They're pretty great. All right, cool. We added a mechanic to this game. So let's write a level that uses it, not just a little test level. We're going to go over to here and let's open up our test level. And now we'll go ahead and put in a goal somewhere. And let's see. So we want to make it so that we have to toggle into these states, I think. So let's go ahead and leave this as it is right now. And we're going to put in something. Let's see. So what makes this interesting? We want to make it so that by toggling, you have to toggle things in a specific order. So the way we currently make it so you have to do things in order is by using these buttons. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the one button here. And we'll do this. And then I think I'm going to use the red blocks as a platform for Ollie to walk on. Maybe.
Would you say it's a catwalk? Sorry.
That could be a name for this game.
How are those replacement auditions for Vivian going, Shannon?
How are you auditioning? What's the casting call?
We make them do a quiz on The Bachelorette first, and then we have them do like a K-pop. We name like a Mamamoo song, and then they have to recreate the dance without note, like on the spot. We don't tell them these trials before they go into it.
Oh yeah, very important qualities for this stream.
Yep, we agree.
Yep. True. Yeah, you know, what if chat comes in and is like, hey, do you even know yeah? We'll be like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it like a
I don't know. That one's not really, that was before their dancing days. They just sat on the stage.
Just a new performance style where everyone is just totally flat.
Yeah, so you can really pay attention to the sounds.
Yeah.
How's that level design going?
Going okay. So what I think I need to do is I'm moving these over just a bit. And it's not going to be like a super interesting level, but that's okay. And we're going to go ahead and put like green right here and red right here. With the idea being, oh my gosh. That's no good. See this, guys? Bad. Let's fix it.
Wait.
Oh, nope.
Yeah. And the other wall?
Yeah, the white one also. Oh, no. I just fixed the green one, so now everything. No. I fixed the green one, which I shouldn't have done. I need to fix the red one and the white one.
Chat also just suggests change your red and white tiles.
Yep.
Chat is on point today.
They really are. I mean, they should run the stream.
True.
Okay, so now we have a toggle switch. We don't want this to actually be white. And we want to set the red over here, and we want to put the switch all the way over here so you can't jump it. Okay, so the idea here is that we want to make it so that they need to Auto needs to do some toggling for Ollie. So first we need to make it so that, well, first Auto needs to head over and, oops, hit this button. Now Ollie heads over like this, and, ooh, wait, I guess I just made this level impossible. Wait, did I make it impossible? No, because Ollie can go over here and hit this. Now Auto can go over here. Now, whoa, okay, I messed it up. Okay, so first things first, Auto jumps this, whoops, hits the button, goes back. Now Ollie hits this and goes over here. Now Auto hits this and Ollie hits this. Now Auto goes over here and Ollie goes over here.
Nice.
There we go, okay. Cool.
Your invisible wall things are also 1 pixel off.
My invisible wall things?
The dotted lines, because you based them off your previous wall tiles.
Oh, thank you, whoever noticed that. Was it just you, Shan?
It was just me. I'm sure chat noticed. They were just being polite about it.
But Shannon is very rude. Could not keep a book on her head if she wanted to.
Chat, how long can you keep a book on your head? And we're not talking about a little tiny book. Okay, we're talking like a big dictionary book. All right.
So I don't feel like this is the point of the exercise, but I do have a flat spot on my head, but I have really bad posture when I use it. So my head's really slippery.
Oh, this is so much harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I would participate in this, but I'm wearing headphones that kind of prevent me.
Sounds like quitter talk, Richard.
Don't make me laugh, Shannon.
This is going to be a really great 7 minutes to end streaming.
I will!
For my book, I'm using Jonathan Strain and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark.
Nice. Very nice.
My book is Sorting and Searching by Donald Knuth.
Ooh. Coming into the Country by John McPhee.
Oh, I can get Coming into the Country too. My hair is really slippery. I just washed it this morning. Richard, do you think your shaved head creates a lot of grip like Velcro?
I think a shaved head might be a disadvantage. I don't know.
My hair strands are like a slide from the top to the ground. I can't talk. I don't want to move my jaw. Oh, Richard can't hear us. Sorry.
Wait, can't he?
Richard!
Well, we can't hear you, Richard, but...
Why can't we hear Richard?
I don't know.
Wait, wow, we can't hear Richard.
I think Richard can hear us. Richard, blink twice if you can hear us.
Richard, nod your head if you can hear us.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, well, it might have just cost me the crown. Oh, no, I got it.
Are you saying Auto? Is Auto trying to help you? That's cheating.
Oh, Auto's not
We
trying
should
to help.
summon Auto. I bet that
Auto! He can't
I'm
hear us.
wearing headphones. That's not helpful.
Meow. I hope everybody at home is doing this too.
Yeah. This is the time to
Ah!
Oh! Vivian wins again.
I'm a lady with a menacing glare.
I'm just glad I
I'm
took
too
Shannon
excited
down
by
with
Richard
me.
losing. Sorry?
I'm just glad I took Shannon down with me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as I'm
Chat
sure you
also.
all gathered from the last 5 minutes, this is a coding stream.
Yeah.
What were you
Richard, I
saying?
just want you to know the chat was in Vivian's corner. All of
Oh
them.
my gosh. I guess if I did have to choose one of the three of us, I would choose. No, I would have chosen Shannon.
I have a flat spot.
We all have a flat spot.
Really?
We went over this.
No, we all have a
Yeah.
numb spot. Not necessarily a flat
Numb spot is universal. We have not done testing
I
on
have a flat spot on the top of on the back of my head.
I don't think I have one.
I do.
Mine's here.
Mine's here.
Ow. Maybe we were
Anyway.
just dropped as children when we were babies and our skulls were malleable and soft.
That's probably it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was the
Yep.
first one, so they weren't really good at holding babies yet.
Mm. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for us today. We'll go ahead and post up a link for this game. If you want to see more Auto and Ollie content, please let us know. I'm up for doing the procedurally generated levels thing, but I'll have to think about it a bit because I don't really have a strategy for it yet.
Yeah, my feeling is probably they won't be as interesting as maybe for a
It'll be
speed
more
run it'll be good. But
yeah, it would be cool if we had like a seed and we could do a speed run with that. But like the real way you generate puzzles in games is by doing like a constraint solver, and obviously we're not going to do that. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, look it up. Constraint solvers are neat, but very abstract.
Vivian is gloating, I think.
Yep, I think that is what's happening. We're gonna try this again one day when I'm not trying to keep my headphones on. All right. Well, for stream, I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon at Shakao on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian at Lift Triple on the MakeCode forum.
Where's that usual Vivian spirit? That Vivian enthusiasm
And
that
I'm
we've all.
Not ladylike.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.